In this video, we're going to answer the burning question of what is the differences between monkeys and apes, and show you a couple of examples of each. At a glance, they may look similar, however, they have differences that distinguish them from one another. For example, on screen, we've got the southern pigtail macaque, which is a beautiful example of a monkey. If you want to know more about the differences between monkeys and apes, be sure to stick around till the end of the video. For example, here's a beautiful example of an ape, a western chimpanzee to be exact, and also our closest living relative. Did you know that apes and monkeys are actually primates? On screen now, we've got a map of all the locations of apes. As you can see, they're only in two places in the world, both in Africa and in Asia. As I said, what is a primate? A primate can be identified as a mammal that has advanced cognitive abilities and development, such as having hands and feet and can grasp, live a longer lifespan, have slow growth, and also give birth to a few offspring. Speaking of apes, there's about 20 different species of apes, including these guys here, this beautiful example of a Sumatran orangutan, and they would be part of the greater ape family. Sumatran or Borneo orangutans are actually the largest arboreal primates in the world. They mainly live in the trees. Both these two main groups of apes are actually active during the day, and the largest of all apes, which is found in Africa, is the gorilla. The head of each household or troops of gorillas is one of these guys, the silverback. This guy is actually the largest silverback in Europe, and his home is Dublin Zoo. The largest living primate on the planet. And when it comes to their features, as of all apes, they have a large, more complex brain than other primates. They've also got hair instead of fur, fingernails instead of claws, and they have distinctive molar teeth in the lower jaw with a white pattern, they have binocular vision, and opposable thumbs. However, they have an appendix, unlike other primates, and also a rib cage that gives them a broad yet shallow chest and padded digits with fingerprints. Now, the lesser ape, which is also another prime example of an ape. These would be coming up now in a second. These would be the Siamang gibbon, for example, or the Lara gibbon. Wait till you see the Lara gibbon. When you see the baby, he's so cute. We were so lucky to get the footage. This is the Siamang gibbon. They're an older species of ape, but they are classed as a lesser ape because they're smaller. So even the larger, which is the Siamang gibbon, is actually smaller than all other apes, but they're still classed as apes. After years, actually, they always been Tenerife, Tunisia, in the current area. So lucky, that baby is only about 2 to 3 days old. We went over and it's the best footage I've ever actually shot, in my opinion. It's because the baby is just hanging on to mommy there, and it's barely moving around. We went back over and we actually seen these guys 6 months later, and the baby is fine, and he's full of white fur, and he's hopping around making, being completely little mischief. This is actually the Moloch gibbon. We've seen him in Belfast, and we've never seen a Moloch gibbon before, but unfortunately I don't like their home up in Belfast, but he's happy enough. He's playing around, swinging around, so he's making a nuisance of himself. Much prefer to see this. Here's the Agile gibbon. This is in Photo Wildlife Park, but I would much prefer to see them guys in the wild. Now, you just seen a map there, and the map is actually of all the places where you'll actually see monkeys in the world. Here's a beautiful example of a black and white Colobus monkey and their new baby, just there on the right hand side. Here's an example of a Capuchin monkey. Before this video goes on to show you a couple of examples of the baby monkeys, as in the really small ones. The main difference is, in a nutshell, if you were to ask what's the difference between a monkey and an ape, a monkey has a tail, an ape does not. For example, southern pig-tailed macaque at the start of this video, they look like they don't have a tail. They technically do. It's a vestigial tail, which can be seen under X-ray. Here's an example of Colobus monkey on Earth. It's an old monkey and it's called a monkey. And here's an example of one of the weirdest monkeys. It's the white-based Saki Monkey. The males are black and white, the females are grey. You will never not distinguish between a male and a female. And they're one of the smallest New World monkeys. All of these guys are New World monkeys. From the cock-top tamarin to the lion-tailed tamarin, shown here, and also the pike tamarin and the red-handed tamarin, or the gold-handed tamarin is another name for it. Here he is, it's a gold-handed tamarin. These are all examples of monkeys, and as you can see, they all have claws and they all have curve instead of hair. And they're all less evolved. The golden line tamarin. And here's an alien. So the guy is so cute, but he's an alien. It is a common marmoset, but I think you got to leave as well. Folks, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought. And also, talk to you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. See you next one.